lead where you want to go. You have to have the direction, or don't do it. You know, that village that we were talking about and how it's evolving. So back when you're just a few of us, right? The first thing we're going to do is build a place of worship. The most important part after survival in a village is where do we worship. The bell tower would be the next thing you would build once you start growing. Why? Because you want to communicate with your neighborhood. You have to decide day one, what are you going to become as a village? What are you going to become? What are you? Are you a 400-year-old fishing village from Croatia? Or are you a 100-year-old fishing village in the Amazon? That's why the developer has so much responsibility. Decide what you are and stay true to that all the way to the end. It's interesting, if all I give you is a certain lot size, home site size, you will build inside that and make it very efficient. And that's exactly what has happened. We try every moment to look at history and what it can teach us before we make our first move. We believe in America that I can design a house in about 2 days or a week, okay? Well, some guy that's not even been here that just gets a site plan. Wrong. NeoRetroism, the way I want you to think differently, take as much time in design as you do to build. Take as much time to walk where you're going to build your house, your home, that you're going to live there the rest of your life. Make that your first thing. I'm going to live there the rest of my life, and this is my home site, and I'm going to think of everything that I need. And I'm going to think that, golly, I'd sure like to open my windows during certain times of the year, so design windows that can open in the direction that the breeze will be coming through during that time. And I'll know where the sun comes, where I need to put shutters up, one thing after another. You need to learn about your home site. Take your time and learn about it. Wow, Sherlock Holmes. Can you imagine if you really learned that? You could shut off your heat and air for 4 or 5 months out of the year. How many times does the temperature drop and my air conditioner is still rolling? We need to learn about our houses when we design them. That's all I'm saying. New technology, great. We'll incorporate all those things in, from flat screen TVs in every room. That's all fine. But design your house that you can really live in and function in. Be a student of history and learn what form, function, and what evolution, what history has taught you on how you design your specific home site. So the way I want to finish my career on this earth is to do something that's right. A village is just your needs. And when your little village got to be, let's say, 1,000 people, then the village would say, we need another baker. And then you'd get another baker. And both bakers would be successful. That is a village. In this particular case, it's probably 1,000, 2,000 people. But when you come there, I know your name. If your car's broke down, I'm going to stop and help you. If your kids are running over there and some weirdo is walking up and talking to them, I'm going to be saying, what's going on? So we're going to self-protect ourselves. If I walk along there and I see some trash, I'm going to pick it up because it's my village, I own it. And even though that's my restaurant, that's my everything, even though I may not own it, you're on my territory. This is my village. That is a village. There is so much to learn about what a real village is. And a developer, we use that word in America, a developer needs to be so highly educated in order to get the rights to develop your neighborhood that not only you, but generations and generations and generations are going to live there. So if that guy's putting up walls around how you communicate with your neighbors, that guy has such power to destroy the fabric of our country and how we interact.
Another aspect of village life is the community that it strengthens with the interpersonal relationships that are developed from living in such a structured and organized plan.
Facebook, other social media, they're excellent for what they can provide. There's no substitute, though, for actually being able to come out of the place where you live, see a neighbor face to face, see a colleague at the coffee shop, and to actually be there with that person right there.
It's not the architecture that draws you in. It's the way the buildings are laid out and the way that the environment is set up that allows for people to interact the way that they do. It's a place where you can work, live, eat, play, all in the same place.
What we're talking about here is not a subdivision. It isn't a master plan community. It's a village. It's a village where people know people, where they visit one another, where they are neighbors, where families bond and stay together. And hopefully this will help change the way the world is operating today.